Hey, champion! Ever look at a piece of art or a design and just wonder what makes it work? Well, turns out there's a kind of secret code behind it all. It's a set of principles that artists and designers use to make things look absolutely amazing. Today, we're going to go on a creative adventure and crack that code together. So let's kick things off with a big question. You ever look at a painting, a poster, or even a cool building and just think, wow, that feels so right? What is it that makes some designs so captivating while others just feel a little off? I'll tell you what, it's not magic, and it's definitely not by chance.
To find the answer, let's jump into a story. Picture this, a super vibrant classroom in Lagos, Nigeria. The sun's shining in, the walls are covered with colorful Yoruba paintings and detailed Hausa carvings. And this is where we meet two really creative students, Zara and Ahmed, and their awesome art teacher, Mrs. Benson.
Now, Zara and Ahmed, they were just like us. They were wondering what the big secret was to making great art. And Mrs. Benson, she told them that amazing designs, the ones that really pop, they don't just happen. They follow a specific set of rules, or principles. And guess what? We're going to learn them right alongside our new friends. So what are these secrets anyway? Well, Mrs. Benson explained there are 6 of them. She compared them to the ingredients in a delicious Nigerian stew. Each one is super important, but the real magic happens when you mix them all together in just the right way. So let's see what's on the menu. All right, first up in our creative stew are 3 foundational ingredients. We've got harmony, variety, and balance. Think of these as the base for everything else. They're all about how the different parts of a design work together. First step is harmony. This is the principle of everything just coming together. When a design has harmony, all the different parts feel like they belong, It creates this wonderful, peaceful sense of unity where everything just clicks. It feels good. To really get this, just imagine a beautiful painting of the Niger Delta. You've got the greens of the mangrove trees, the blues of the water, the browns of the earth, and they all just blend together so smoothly. Your eye just feels rested looking at it. That feeling, that, my friend, is harmony in action. Okay, so if harmony is all about fitting together, our next principle, variety, is about shaking things up. Variety is what adds that spark, that excitement and interest. It's the secret ingredient that stops a design from being, boring. A perfect example of this is the incredible texture you see in traditional Osso Oke cloth. You can almost feel it, right? The smooth, shiny metallic thread woven right next to some rough, hand-spun cotton. That contrast is variety, and it's what makes the design so fascinating to look at. Our third foundational principle is balance. It's just like how you need to stand firmly on the ground to feel stable. A design needs balance to feel grounded and not totally chaotic. It's all about arranging the pieces so the whole thing doesn't feel like it's about to tip over. And get this, balance comes in 2 main flavors. First, you've got symmetrical balance. That's like a perfect mirror image. If you split it down the middle, both sides are exactly the same. Then there's asymmetrical balance, which is a little trickier. The 2 sides are different, but they still feel equal. Kind of like having a big, light object on one side of a scale balanced by a small, heavy object on the other. It's all about that feeling of equal visual weight. Okay, so we have our foundation of harmony, variety, and balance all set. Now let's add the next layer of flavor. We're moving on to proportion, dominance, and rhythm. These are the principles that control size, focus, and the flow of your design. Next on the list is proportion. This one is all about size relationships. It's how big or how small one thing is compared to everything else around it in the design. You can use it to make things look super realistic, or you can play around with it to create some really powerful effects. For a really fun example, just think about Nigerian comic books. Artists will often use exaggerated proportions, like drawing a superhero with these enormous fists to instantly show you how strong and powerful they are. By messing with the normal size, they really emphasize a character's key trait. It's so cool. All right, next up is dominance, which is sometimes called emphasis. This is basically the art of being the center of attention. Dominance is how a designer tells your eye, hey, look here first. It creates a focal point that just grabs you immediately. Our friend Zara had this great aha moment with this principle. She was looking at a painting, and the sun in it was painted so big and so intensely bright that it completely took over the whole scene. Her eye went straight to it, no question. That, right there, is dominance. And our final principle, number 6, is rhythm. Now, rhythm is what gives a totally still image a sense of movement and flow. It's like a visual beat created by repeating things
that guides your eye on a little journey through the artwork. Ahmed spotted this one perfectly. He was looking at a piece of fabric that had a repeating pattern on it. Those little shapes or motifs created this clear path, and he found his eyes just naturally following that path all the way across the cloth. That visual journey is the power of rhythm. So there you have it. The 6 secrets are officially out. But just knowing them is only the beginning. The real magic happens when you start to use them. And this is where your own creative adventure really starts. Just like Mrs. Benson explained to Zara and Ahmed, these aren't just a bunch of strict rules you have to follow. Think of them as powerful tools. Understanding them helps you communicate your ideas more clearly, more effectively, and way more beautifully. So let's run through that secret code one last time super quick. We've got harmony for unity, variety to add interest, balance for stability, proportion for managing size, dominance to create a clear focus, and rhythm to give it that awesome sense of movement. You now have the keys. You've unlocked the secrets to making your own designs more appealing and balanced. You've cracked the code. So the only question left is this: which one of these powerful principles are you going to use first to bring your next creation to life?